You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days fans. We have got to talk about the jealous natures of Alex Kiriakis and Kristen DiMera, as this unlikely duo has a very enlightening chat next week about the ones they love and how to keep them apart from each other. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to look at why Alex is conspiring with Kristen and what they hope to achieve. But before we dig in, please click subscribe if you haven't already. So this week sees things getting tense. Alex is still reeling from seeing Teresa kissing Brady, and then his emergency therapy session with Dr. Marlena, made him realize he's in love with Theresa Donovan, in love for the first time in his life. And they just had that fun game of truth or dare that turned into something more like trick or treat when they hit the bedroom. But the bottom line is Alex is feeling a little insecure. And that's not an emotion that sits well with him or that he's accustomed to feeling. He's hot, he's rich, he's fit. I mean, the body alone. Whew. So Alex is accustomed to having women pant after him and him doing the deed with whoever he wants without giving it much thought and having to, chase women away with a stick who want to be with him. But now he's been changing gradually. Alex is in therapy to stop being such a man slut, and it seems like it's paying off. But he thinks he's in this, mature relationship with Teresa, and he's genuinely falling for her. The big problem is she's not been genuine with him at all. Teresa's a gold digger of the first order with a giant shovel on her back. I do think she's catching some feelings for Alex, but nothing like she feels for Brady Black. So on Wednesday of this week, Alex accused Brady of still wanting Teresa. I will say, I don't think Brady wants to want her, nor does he want to want Kristen. Both these women are like kryptonite mixed with dynamite. They make him weak and then they just blow him apart. So I'm guessing Brady reassures Alex Kiriakis that Teresa is all his. He doesn't want her. He won't stand in his way. Don't even think about me. Go for it. And then on Tuesday, February 1st, first day of sweeps, Teresa has a work crisis at Bella Magazine. Alex can't sort it. Brady steps in and plays hero, and I'm sure that's going to annoy Alex all to pieces. And then things look worse for Alex on Friday, February 2nd, because Teresa and Brady are hanging out, and they actually crash John and Marlena's romantic evening. Why are Teresa and Brady even out running around together on Friday? We'll see. Things get even more tense next week as we dig deeper into sweeps February 5th through 9th, and there's more big action. So that week, Teresa finds an engagement ring in Alex's pocket. I don't know if this is one that he's gone and bought, or maybe it was his mom Angelica's, maybe a DiMera family heirloom. No matter where it came from, it's a huge deal. And then on Tuesday, February 6th, we've got scenes of Alex with Kristen DiMera. That's what I really want to talk about. So we all know there's no reason for Alex and Kristen to be talking to each other. No legitimate reason. They're not friends. They're not bowling buddies. So that means they're talking about the people they love, Brady and Teresa. The other day, remember, Kristen was prodding Brady with questions about Teresa and wanting to know if he's getting closer to his ex again. She's clearly jealous of the idea, and we know Alex is eaten up with jealousy where Teresa and Brady are concerned. For that matter, so is Kristen DiMera. Alex, I think, is little league compared to Kristen's sort of schemes and dark deeds, but in a way, she's kind of the perfect partner in crime. Her interests are aligned with Alex's, and that's all he needs to know. Together, they might be able to make sure Brady and Teresa don't ever reunite. That would be a win where Kristen's concerned. Despite all her posturing with Brady over the custody issues and visitation with sassy little Rachel Black, Kristen is still crazy about Brady, crazy in love with him, and let's be real, just plain crazy. Alex may not realize what he's stepping into by conspiring with Kristen, but he may be so blinded by love and his fear of losing Teresa that he's just not seeing clearly. Of course, if Brady spots Kristen talking to Alex, he will assume the worst and he could tattle to Teresa. But I think Teresa is going to be so distracted by this engagement ring, she might not care. The ring is such a huge deal. It's a turning point. Even before Alex pops the question, really, I mean, Teresa can't say yes to a marriage proposal while hiding the awful secret that she lied about Victor Kiriakis being his daddy, right? She can't say yes, right? Maybe. Let's consider the fact that despite all her denials, Teresa is also still crazy about Brady. So there's the idea of letting that go, and then the notion of whether Teresa can live with herself for keeping the Alex Victor lie going. And if she does come clean to Alex, it's all going to blow up in her face. I'm sure Brady would turn his back on her too, because it'll prove she's the same old money-grubbing, scheming Teresa with no conscience. And he'd be right. For now, I suspect Teresa might try and stall Alex if she thinks he's going to propose, but I don't think she could put him off for very long. He's decided he's fallen in love for the first time in his life, and sexy smitten kitten Alex will not be dissuaded by anyone. He wants to propose and he wants to do it soon. He just wants to make sure that Brady won't be an obstacle, and that's why he's going to plot with Kristen. But I'm not sure what she's going to do. I mean, if Alex lets her know that Brady might be seeing Teresa, he could give her the heads up, and then Kristen could contact Brady and offer him time with Rachel, knowing that he would cancel any other plans that he had to spend time with his daughter. Otherwise, Kristen could just put on a Teresa mask and go seduce him into impregnating her again. She's a little long in the tooth for another baby, but it's days. Death and dusty ovaries do not stop their writers. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. I do not think any good can come of Alex conspiring with Kristen. Kristen conspiring with anyone is never good. But maybe once Alex's heart is broken, you never know, maybe Kristen comforts him. I mean, who wouldn't want to let a hottie like Alex Kiriakis cry on your shoulder and show you some sympathy between the sheets too, poor Alex. I mean, at least Brady knows what vipers those two women are. Alex, though, he may get it coming and going from Kristen and Teresa. My thoughts are with him. Watch and see what happens. Please click subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely drop your comments and come back soon. As always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.